Yo, what's going on YouTube? It's your boy The Fulfills. I'm back again here with some more Bleach Rebirth for Souls. Introducing to the channel the how-to series. These are the how-to guide / series. I'm going to go through all the characters in this game and I'm going to be making guides on how to play them in the most optimal way after having played them myself for an extended amount of time. Now, the character I've been putting the most time into this game so far is Soifon, so she's going up first. So here's the how-to for Soifon. Okay, to start us off, we're going to be breaking down this guide into 5 different parts. We're going to start off by talking about the character's archetype and general game plan. Then we're going to go on to talk about the character's moveset, all of their moves and utility. Then we're going to talk about the basic combos, then the advanced combos, and then we're going to talk about the character's set play. Of course, I say talk about, but I'll be demonstrating all of these things. Okay, so first off, Soifon is a rushdown character in this game. She pretty much thrives on giving herself the opportunity to get in using all of her abilities. That's the main thing with this character. She wants to be in as much as possible, and she has the moves that she needs to be able to do that. Okay, now let's get into her moves. First move I want to mention is her special flash attack. This is this move right here, done by pressing forward and your flash attack button. Now this is a lunging kick which has really good range as well considering the rest of her moves. This is the move that has the most amount of range out of her toolkit. So you have this lunging kick here which is really good for opening up your opponent. You know, it gets you started, it gets you in, right? Gets you in. Another thing I want to mention about this move is that this move is safe on block, however is dependent on the character. So if I set the training dummy here to always guard, and on guard I'm going to set them to do a quick attack, which is already set to. Now when I hit him, guard, as you can see I'm able to block afterwards. This is not the case with every character in the game. For example, I tested this with Byakuya, and against Byakuya, I'm not able to block afterwards. So you're going to have to test out with each character if this works against them or not, so that you know if you're able to do this in a match. However, it is safe on block against some characters, and that's one of the things that's really useful about this. Against some characters, you can even dodge backwards afterwards. You can even backdash afterwards. It doesn't seem to be the case against Ichigo, if you're close. So that's one thing about this move. Second thing, this move can be used as a whiff punish. So if I have Ichigo whiffing something here, you can whiff punish with this really well from very far out too. Let me do that one more time. See if I can get the combo afterwards. There we go. Right? So again, very good for whiff punishing. It goes very far, it's pretty quick. And a lot of the time in this game, especially currently as the game is really fresh, there's a lot of people who are pressing buttons on full screen and the buttons are not hitting anything, they're whiffing. They're whiffing a lot. And this is a really good whiff punishing tool that you can use against that. Next move we're going to cover is her projectile. This is her signature move. So as you can see, at the bottom there, on the right hand side on top of my spiritual pressure gauge, you can see the little icon there and the number 8. So she has these projectiles which you can use. She has 8 of them. Every time she shoots one, it shoots 2 at once. So she can shoot it 4 times before she needs to recharge them. Now in order to recharge them, she presses the signature move button again and she gets 4 back. If she wants to get all of them back, she has to hold it down, but it does a longer animation before she can get them back. And during this animation right here, she is vulnerable during that period of time. It is pretty quick. However, you still need to be careful because in this game you can close the distance really quickly. Right. Now these projectiles are really good because unlike this, it is a little bit safer to throw out and a little bit quicker. Right? And it also has a decent amount of range. Not quite the range that the special flash attack has. However, the range is really good regardless. Now you want to be careful with this move because if you do it up too close, you are able to be punished. As you can see, I cannot block after this. at this range. So you want to be careful to do it at an appropriate range. Now, this move can be used for a couple things. It can be used as combo filler. So if I set the dummy to not block anything, you know, you do a basic combo, and then you can add the projectiles in there to continue your combo. Right, as you can see that, it pretty much resets the combo and then you can go for your loop again. So you do your quick attack, you can go into your projectile, it can go into your flash attack, projectile again, flash attack, projectile again, and you can pretty much loop that. So this can be used as combo filler. The second thing it can be used as is to bait your opponent into pressing a button, which can give you the opportunity for a whiff punish. I'll show you what that looks like. So after a guard, he's going to do a quick attack. So if I know my opponent is likely to block this at this range, sorry, set this, always guard, there we go. So if I know my opponent is likely to block at this range, I throw one of my projectiles out. And see that he whiffs, see that they whiff, right? And right after the whiff, I'd be ready with my counter. And you get the counter hit strike back right there. So again, really good for baiting your opponent into making mistakes. Right? That's another utility it has. Okay, so far, both of the moves we've covered are moves that are really good and allow her to get in and give her opportunities to get in or create an opportunity to get in. Now, the next move we're going to look at here is her Spiritual Pressure move 1 or her SP1, which is this move right here. Now, first thing I'll say about this move, as you can see, I was able to block right after. So after she does this, she's actually safe. She's not plus on block, so you're not able to continue your pressure because you will get hit. If I try to press a button afterwards, you will get hit, but you are safe, so you can block. And you can backdash here too, which is pretty good. Now, as for the backdashing, I'm not sure if that is universal, if that works for every character. However, blocking is 100% safe versus everyone. That is universal. That's a very good move because one, she's a character that wants to get in. This move allows her to get in. Even if you lose your turn afterwards, you're still close to your opponent, which is relatively where you want to be with this character. So having a Spiritual Pressure move that allows you to get in pretty much whenever you want is really good. Similar to the other moves we looked at, this move can also be used as a whiff punish, however from much further away. So if I play a recording here, I'm gonna make Ichigo do flash attack. As you can see, I can react. And you get a strike back right there. However, you can do this from full screen, which is something that you wouldn't be able to do with something like the lunging kick. That wouldn't reach it. However, your SP1 would reach there, which is very, very good. Very strong. I was a bit slow on that. Let me do that one more time. There you go. Very strong there. Very strong. Now, all of these moves, they're all going to come together once we get to the end, but I have to explain everything in parts so you guys can understand the bigger picture. Now, this move here, you're able to charge this. You can press it normally, right? Which again was safe on block. You are also able to partially charge it, say 2 seconds, 1, 2. And as you can see, she does more hits when you've partially charged it. Then you are able to fully charge it. And that turns into her Shikai, where she actually plants the butterfly on you. So if you can see above my Spiritual Pressure gauge, there's the butterfly symbol, which is now flashing. If you are able to land the fully charged version of her SP1 twice, if you land this twice, it ends the entire game. You're able to land this twice within a match. It ends the entire game. You simply win the game. That is the condition. Now, we're going to look at how you can land this more frequently in a second, how you would set this up, etc. We're going to look at that in a second. I quickly want to talk about these, how this move works on block. So we're going to go back and make the dummy always guard. Okay, he's guarding. Here we go. Now, if this is blocked, this is the normal version, the first one we looked at, it's safe, right? But you're not plus. If you partially charge it for about 2 seconds, you're able to continue your pressure there. You see that? I was able to continue my pressure. Do it one more time. See that? I was able to continue. So that's an advantage of holding it. And of course, if you hold it all the way and it gets blocked, you get punished there. You're not able to block. Of course, the reward is really high. You can potentially win the whole game. So of course, if it gets blocked, then you'd be punished for it also. Okay, next we're going to look at her Spiritual Pressure move 2, or SP2, which is this move right here. Now this is a projectile, which she throws. You can also charge this. As you can see, the range is about here. If I was to move a little bit further back here, it would not reach. Let's move right here. There you go. See, that does not reach from there. This is another move that's chargeable. You can also charge this. You can partially charge it. So that was a full charge. And as you can see, when you fully charge this move, your opponent is binded and they are unable to move for quite a long time here. See that? Still there, and now it's gone. You can partially charge this. You can let go whenever you want. But you will only get the bind on your opponent if it's fully charged. Every other version will not do this on block. Oh, also, it is unguardable. This is unguardable. You're not able to block against the fully charged version. Unable to block. I've got them set to always guard. If I take away the guard here, I'll show you what it does. So this is it by itself. Right? This is what the move actually does on hit. And if it is charged, you just get the bind whether they're guard or not. You will simply get them binded like this and they cannot move. Now, where does this all tie in together? If you are able to land the fully charged version, it gives you just enough time to get the fully charged version of your SP1. And of course, you guys know the condition. If you land this twice, your opponent simply dies. Lose the entire game. So both of these Spiritual Pressure moves complement each other very well. You're able to land a fully charged into another fully charged, and you apply the butterfly effect. So that's how these two special moves work. Okay, moving on quickly. Now we're going to look at some basic combos. This is stuff most of you guys can probably already do, already know about, etc. Just some basic combos. So you have your quick attacks, which is a free hitting string, right? Free hitting string. If you're unaware, basic attacks in this game, as far as I know for every character, are all safe on block, as long as you simply do your basic, your quick attack and nothing else afterwards. So here you go. If I do this here, I am safe here. Let me make him do a quick attack and not a flash attack, just so you guys can actually see. There we go. If I do a quick attack and I block, you are safe here. Alright, you don't really have anything to worry about in terms of just actually just getting hit with an attack. So in terms of combos, basic combos, you have your quick attack, which can go into your Keycon move. Right, that's one. You then have your basic flash attack, which ends there. Your flash attack can also go into your Keycon move. You have quick attack into Keycon, you have flash attack into Keycon. You then have you can do 2 quick attacks into your flash attack. which looks like this. So you get the first 2 hits of your quick attack, and then you go straight into flash attack, which is basically a combination of both. Right? So you can mix and match between the 2 of those. You can do 1 quick attack and finish the rest with flash attack. That also works. You can then use your flash step after the combo that you've done in order to have an extension. So if I was to do this into the flash step, now Soifon's flash step works a little bit different. After a combo, if she does the flash step by itself, it's normal. If she does the flash step after doing a combo, it goes into this animation straight away. So you have no choice what you do afterwards. It just goes into the animation. Flash step, and it goes straight into the animation there, and does the combo for you afterwards as well. So those are some basic combos. That's just basic. If you want to keep it super simple, well, there you go. Now, if you want to go into some more advanced combos for this character, now this is for you here. So remember we talked about her projectiles, right? This is where her projectiles sort of come into the combos here. So this character here can do flash attack into projectile, and then go into another flash attack into another projectile, and she can loop this a couple of times. So if I show you what this looks like, it looks like this. Flash, projectile, flash, projectile, flash, projectile. Right? Let me do that one more time to make sure it comboed. There you go. Now, I ended that combo there with quick attack. So that's flash, projectile, flash, projectile, flash, quick attack. So that was 22 hits there. And you can extend this combo, of course, with reversal gauge. But we'll get to that in a second. Now, in order to get this to land, you only want to do 1 flash attack and then go into your projectiles. Because if you do 2 flash attacks, it goes into this. Right? Once you get the second animation, you're unable to actually land your projectiles anymore. So you want to make sure you only do 1 flash attack in between each projectile for this to land. So I'll demonstrate one more time. Flash attack, once, flash attack, 1 projectile, flash attack. That's what it should be looking like. And once you do the 3rd projectile, once you do the 3rd flash attack, sorry, you want to go into quick attack. So that's flash, projectile, flash, quick attack. The rest is all quick attack. Now, once you do that quick attack, you're unable to land anything else. You're unable to land a special move. You're unable to land a flash attack, and you're unable to land a signature move. So if I show you here, let me get rid of these and let me recharge. Here we go. Flash. See, nothing else hits there. I can't do anything after that. What I can do is use my reverse in order to continue that combo. So let me show you what that would look like. Reverse. And you're able to continue that. And then you can go into your flash step combo into that. So that's a little bit more of an advanced route that you can go for with Soifon, which requires a little bit more thought process of what you're doing during the combo. Okay, and next combo route you can go for is using your special flash move right here. You can actually land your projectile from this. Right, that actually combos. So if you do 2 projectiles, you can guarantee yourself a combo from this if your move actually hits. So you would do lunge, and then you can continue this from the projectile. Let me show you what that looks like. You can go into quick attack or flash attack from this. So you can go into like that. So that's another way you can get going. Another maybe more advanced combo. Now, the projectile loops I want to mention, you can start them from a projectile. So this loop right here. That doesn't have to be started from your flash attack. You can start this from the projectile itself. So if you're around this range, you can start here. Right? You can still do that. Let me do that one more time. Right? You can still do it from the projectile itself. Okay, now that we have a little bit of a basic and understanding, of how this character sort of works with her moves, let's look at set play, which is now going to put everything that we've seen and learned together. Okay, so now what would you normally go for after you do a combo? Let's just go for a normal flash attack combo. So after this, that spacing sets her up perfectly for her special flash attack. So if I was to go for this and instantly do this, this will now hit meaty. So if my opponent was to try and press a button right afterwards as they getting up, let me do that. On damage, here we go. So we're gonna do a quick attack on damage. So as soon as he gets hit, he should be hitting me. So if I do this, as you can see, I get a strike back there. I get a counter hit because it hits meaty. Right? So that sets you up perfectly for you to use this move. And if you are to land this, and again, the combo we've just learned, you're able to go straight into a combo. This is where everything that we've just talked about links together. Now this, I want to talk about, if you land a Kikon move, it will affect the range that your opponent gets put at. So if I was to do this into Kikon, the opponent is pretty far away, which as you can see, my attack did not land there. My special flash attack didn't land because it was too far away. Maybe if you wait and time it, you'd be able to. But you'd have to manually time that. There you go. See that? You'd have to pretty much manually time that. Oh, maybe not actually. You're able to dash forward. After the Kikon move, you're able to forward dash into it and you should be able to get it. There you go. Instant forward dash into instant special flash attack and you'll get the strike back. So after Kikon move, make sure you dash. If you didn't go for a Kikon move, you just ended it, you can simply just do it straight away and you're able to get the counter hit there. So that's how that move pretty much links with everything else. It's very good on your opponent's wake up. Now let's talk about how you want to set up your special moves to actually land. So you can set this up after a combo. You can go for your SP1. This will juggle. This will juggle pretty much after everything you pretty much do, for example. You know, it will hit pretty much after most things. Especially if you end with your flash attack, this will just land. Similar thing goes for your SP2. This will also land. Now, the charge version of these moves won't land in this situation, only the non-charge version. So you'd ask yourself, you may have the question, how do you go about actually landing the charged versions? Now, this attack here, you can release this anytime you want, which on its own is very scary because one, we already saw that it was safe on block. So if they block it, there's no consequence there, right? However, if they, at any time, if they move, so if you see them press a button or attack at any point, you can simply let go and they'll get hit, right? That's one thing. Two, once you do a combo and they're in the air, if I was to do this, I can let go at any point. So you would think I would simply combo and go for some damage. I could hold this, hold it, 1, 2, and then go for this. And even if it is blocked, it's my turn again because I held it for 2 seconds. I held it midway through. So then I actually have pressure afterwards. Let me maybe make him block here. Training dummy, guard, after start, right? So here you go. you get something like this with the set play. Oh, let me make him stop actually attacking me as well. There we go. There we go. And you will charge it. And again, I'm plus because I charged it midway through. So that's another way you can set up some pressure or different ways to get in on your opponent. Now that creates a mind game. This is where the character becomes super strong, because now there's actually a mind game going on. They don't know if you're going to go for the combo. If you're going to charge it, they don't know how long you're going to charge it for. So they might not want to move. And if they don't move and you've charged it, you're also plus, so you continue your pressure afterwards, right? You can continue going in. So there's a mind game with that. I don't advise to fully charge it unless you've got the guaranteed hit, which is coming from the SP2 fully charged. There's no point to fully charge it unless you've got that, right? But you can play around the non-charge version and the half-charge version. Those two versions are very strong to play around with. Now, let's get into how you can actually land this fully charged SP2 here, right? Let's go into how you can actually land this. One, you can land a regular version off of your combo normally, which does really good amount of damage. You can partially charge this, which we mentioned earlier, right? Now, the fact that you can charge this and release it whenever you want is what makes it scary. One, is a projectile. You would think, oh, why don't they just flash step behind? Now, let me show you something with this move here. If I make him flash step here, how we do this? I'll put on reset position. If I make him flash step behind me, like this. So when I reset the position, he's going to flash step. Now, if I do it instantly here, as you can see, flash steps behind me, and I'm basically open to be hit here, right? If I charge it and time it though, this tracks behind me. This tracks behind. Now here is where the mind games also begin. If you start doing this to your opponent and they start being aware that it tracks behind when you release it, I can time it so it times with their flash step too. So what you would be able to do in this situation when the mind games actually get that far, if they get that far, your opponent would flash step behind you and they would still be afraid to get hit, so they would stay blocking because they now know that it tracks, so they wouldn't attack, they would stay blocking. And if you know this, what would you do? You would watch them block and get the fully charged version because they're now afraid to press a button there. And what do you do after the fully charged version? You already know. If you've got the meter, you get a free SP1, which puts in the butterfly effect, which means you would only need to be able to do that one more time throughout the match to get a guaranteed kill. And if you've already got one of those, then you get a guaranteed kill straight away. So that is the power, and that's the gimmick, that's the mind games that go behind using Soifon with her special abilities. Not to mention she's really good even outside the door. She has really good tools, rush down, her movement is good. You know, she has pretty good range considering what her game plan actually is. Her combos, I would say, are not the most damaging in comparison to other characters in the game, but that's because she has a lot of tools that allow her to actually get in a lot easier than other characters would. Now, with her awakening here, there isn't too much to talk about. She pretty much remained the same character, except she does more damage. And of course, you get the buff with you're using your Keycon move. You take up more stocks, just how pretty much every other character also does. But okay, that pretty much sums up the Soifon how-to guide. This character is really fun. She's in the right hand, she's very strong. If you apply the mind games correctly as well, this character is super scary. She can get a 2-hit instant kill, which is crazy as well. And yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed this guide. Like I said, I will be making these guides for every single character in the game. Give me some time to play these characters as well. If this is your first time seeing me on my screen, my name is The Fulfills. Like I said at the beginning of the video, I cover everything fighting games alongside other variety that piques my interest. I'm all in on this Bleach game currently as well. So if you want to see more Bleach content, I will be providing that. Make sure you guys subscribe if you want to see more of me. Leave a like on the video. Comment down below which character you guys want me to do next. And yeah, this was me, man. How-to guides have arrived to the channel. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.